But
Yeah.
only this is the cold and cough which I like a lot. Like I'm a fond of this disease,
My
especially
focus is
that I try to remove the common words with the synonyms
for you.
because I am fine. Like I'm a bit under the weather since morning, and I have caught a cold also. But apart from this, everything is perfect. And thank you, ma'am, for giving me your precious time. Although you have a frantic schedule, still you have connected with me. Thank you very
Yeah.
much, ma'am.
It's not, I am not that busy, but there were some guests and they, they came without any information. So I was having a
Hmm.
conversation. Suddenly, it's not, guest. She was my neighbor. So she just came to know about the holiday homework. So that's why I just messaged
Okay.
you. And,
Mm-hmm.
I am also a bit under the weather. I have been suffering from cold and, cough from last
Oh,
one
same,
day.
same here.
Yeah, it's
But
because
okay,
of
you
weather.
have been suffering for the 1 week,
No, not 1 week. I think 1 or 2 days.
1 or 2 days. Okay. So have you
Yeah.
taken medicine?
Yeah, I have taken. I am feeling bit, okay today. But it's still,
Mm-hmm.
it impact goes on after 2 or 3 days. It takes time.
Yes, yes. For the
Yeah,
cold, definitely it takes time.
it
So
takes
usually
time.
whenever you catch cold, so do you go to see doctor or just you take medication by yourself, normal medicine?
Normally, I don't take any medicine when I catch cold and anything like that, which is it, I know it's take time. It's 5 days. It's going to take time. So I just try
Mm-hmm.
to handle it by myself by with the herbal medicines. I hardly
Yes.
take. As I am getting, my age is getting. It's not I'm that older, but I started getting pain in my bones and joint. So it's become difficult for me to do household chores. So
Exactly.
that's why
Mm-hmm.
yesterday I took medicine. Otherwise, I hardly take medicine. It takes 3 or 5 days. So I just manage it with by having a cup of tea. Har march ki dawa chai hai.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Yeah, for ladies like me, everything handle with the we can cure with the cup of tea. So I used to do, but yesterday I was bit under the weather. I was getting pain, severe pain in my joints. I wasn't able to move. So I took the medicine. So I hardly
Okay.
go doctor. Yeah, I
Mm.
even I try to not to give medicine to my daughter also. I'm just trying to tell her keep maintain
Only for
manage
the
it.
cold or any other disease also? Only for the cold
Cold and
or
cough.
if
These are
cold
the
and cough,
viral
both?
disease it takes.
Mm-hmm.
But if there is severe pain and anything, I am not a doctor. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever home remedies I know, I just try to
They are
implement them.
best. They are home remedies are the best really for the
Do
great
the
extent.
Yeah, yeah. So, but I just first is the first cure is you may have many medicines are at kitchen. So they are
Mm-hmm.
quite beneficial. So whatever I have learned from my mother, I just try to apply them, and I have
Okay.
belief and
Mm-hmm.
faith on them. Yeah, and it
It's
works.
good.
Yes.
And ma'am, you will laugh listening to this thing that I never use any medicine during the cough and cold because this is my favorite disease. I love sneezing. Okay, so whenever I catch cough and cold, I feel ecstatic. Okay, finally I have cold and cough, and now I'm going to sneeze a lot. So this is my
Yeah.
favorite disease. Many people they start laughing at it, like who has any kind of favorite disease? It's not possible. No? People
Yeah.
always afraid or petrified of
Yes.
only this is the cold and cough which I like a lot. Like I'm a fond of this disease, especially sneezing.
Yeah, and actually, it's not these when we get catch cold and fever, such kind of thing. Is we should not take it that serious. Yeah, it's serious, but it's persists for a long time.
Ah,
Then we need
exactly.
to take.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just for 2 or 3 days. And if we talk about Ayurveda,
Hardly it goes for
Ayurveda,
the 7 days. Hardly.
yeah, most of them. Ayurveda says, and that if these kind of things happen to remove our, extra heat from our body.
Mm-hmm.
As if
Yes.
you are having a runny nose, if you are having cold, so what is happening? You are removing the extra heat from your body. But if you take any medicine, it will suppress it. So rather, what will happen? Immediately you will get the immediate relief. But the chances are very high you will get cold and cold again because you
Mm-hmm.
haven't allowed your body to release that energy, extra
Exactly.
heat from your body. But the much you sneezing is what is the process? Sneezing a kind of thing that you are removing something. Some water drops come out, some extra and waste material comes out through our body. So try to manage in that way. But if you are working, suppose if you are at home,
Mm-hmm.
at your office, so you cannot say na that I'm going to take rest because I am having cold. You have to work. That time,
Yes,
medicine plays an important role.
exactly,
Otherwise, you
ma'am.
will try to manage it. Whenever I get headache, I hardly take medicine. What I do, I just wrap my head with any particular clothes and anything, and it's give me relief.
Only like wrapping your head is enough for you. It gives relief.
Along with a cup of tea.
Okay, along with cup of tea, not only like wrapping.
Along
It's
with a cup
good.
of tea.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. It helps
So
me.
ginger, like you inculcate the ginger and infuse these things, the
Yes,
ginger and
the ginger, cardamom,
generally like we use cardamom and
black
ginger. Yes.
pepper,
Yes.
black pepper. So it
Mm-hmm.
helps most of the time. Because if you're housewife and your mother, so it's happened most of the time. Like me, most of the time we get burnt. So every time we
Mm.
don't run to, apply Bernol, whatever we have in our kitchen. Like if I have desi ghee, I apply that. If I have Colgate, I apply that, and it helps. Sometimes I use wax,
Mm-hmm.
Vaseline. Vaseline give you,
Vaseline also. Vaseline
yeah,
gives.
yeah, it give you immediate. If you are getting a burning sensation, this is the thing which will give you instant relief, because
Okay,
Vaseline is
this is
quite,
totally new to me. I'm
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah. It
not
will
a
work.
cognizant to this.
Yeah, and I used to apply ghee, saturated fat, that, and
Mm-hmm.
Colgate. It should not be salty.
Okay, huh. Few
Yeah,
Colgates they have
yeah,
salt.
yeah. If you get burned, you apply Colgate, you will not get blisters.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
immediately
Yeah,
apply.
this is I heard, which you told me just.
Yeah.
This is I
You will
heard.
not get blister, and you will not
Mm.
scars and the spot in your skin.
And also, many people say if like anything burnt, any skin area burnt, so immediately you should put that area under that running tap. Is it like happen? Because I have heard many times, like under a running tap, running water, you can put that area in immediately in order to get rid of the sensation of burning.
Yeah, running tap can give you blisters.
Okay, it gives
Yeah, if you
blisters.
apply
Mm.
water, it give you, most of the time we just immediately go to wash it to the bed. But if you, I am not the doctor, I am whatever I am telling my
Yes,
experience.
huh, just the journal things like experience,
If
we say.
someone is watching, they can say, Ki, you are giving a wrong advice. I am not advising, I'm just telling my experiences. Earlier, I used to do this, but since I have started applying ghee, desi ghee, and I started
Mm.
applying Colgate, it's gave me better result. Few days back, I got burnt, in my fingers got burnt, and I just applied Colgate paste, and you won't believe I didn't get a single blister, and there is no scars on my skin.
Okay, I will
Yeah,
definitely try it
yeah.
if I
But
face
if
this
you wash
kind of
with the water,
situation.
what happened when you wash with the water, the burnt skin immediately wipe out from that place. It shift.
Mm,
And if you rub
exactly.
it, because it get sensitive, it shift from that place, and it could be the
The
chance
upper
of,
layer of the skin, upper layer of the skin.
yes, yes, epidermis जो होता
Mm,
है, वो it will, so try to
mm,
apply Colgate very smooth and gentle way, and let it be.
exactly. Mm.
Yeah.
I have learned so many things, especially the Colgate method, and definitely I will give it a try when in the future if I come across with kind of situation.
Try it on your own risk. I'm just telling you. I'm not a
You are
doctor.
giving already like it's good.
Yeah.
No,
So
just for the, but many times this has happened when we do anything in the kitchen, especially with the hot oil. This has
yeah,
happened, the sprinkle, some
yeah,
like
both
hot
the
oil
time.
sprinkle on our hands, especially. So we
Yeah,
can just try it. I'm not telling like, okay, if I burnt or like more area if burned at
yes,
that
yes.
situation, no. Only telling for the small like burning.
Online. If
Hmm.
I am a housewife and I'm working in the kitchen, it's happened most of the time. Most of the time, it's not a big deal, having a
Hmm.
sprinkle of oil and anything. Sometimes tea spill our hands, so it's happened. So for small things, we can utilize it remedy. But if it's there
Yes,
is,
yes.
we should
Hmm.
always visit the doctor. Don't try
I
to be
can
a doctor.
fathom totally. No, yes, really. I can
Yeah,
fathom it totally.
yeah,
Okay, ma'am. So, really, like you have given me lots of information, and
yeah,
it's good for them. And we forget to introduce ourselves.
yeah.
We forget to, without introduction, we started our conversation. So, would you mind introducing yourself, ma'am?
No, no, I would love to introduce myself. So my name is Poonam Shukla, and I'm running a YouTube channel named English with Shukla. And I hope you might have watched one of my video.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have watched. Okay, great. And I hail from basically from Kanpur, a city of Uttar Pradesh, but right now I'm in Delhi. And if I talk about my qualification, I haven't done that much long. I'm just graduate, and I have experience of 4 years of team leader experiences. And if I talk about my family, I have a nuclear family. My in-laws are at Kanpur. Right now, I am living with my husband and my 9 years old daughter. And my only hobby is watching news along with my tea and now connecting with the new people. That's
Well,
it.
that's great. Wonderful introduction, ma'am. Wonderful
Thank
introduction.
you.
So let me
Thank
give you my brief introduction of mine as well. My
you.
name
Yeah.
is Shabnam and I hail from Mumbai. By profession, I am a pharmacist and I'm a full-time trader, mother and homemaker as well. So this is my brief introduction. And if I talk about my hobby, so there is nothing special hobby I have. Just I would like to spend my time, wasting my time. It's my hobby by scrolling social media like reels and shorts and spending time on the social media. But I hardly get chance to go there because my schedule is frantic. Whole day I busy with something or the other. So I hardly get chance to go on the social media platform. But whenever I go to bed in the night time, I make sure at least 10 to 15 minutes I watch some funny reels, not related to study anything, just a funny reels only in order to make myself laugh. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
So this is all about me.
Yeah. If you had told me before that you are a pharmacist, I wouldn't have give you that much advice.
Oh, ma'am, no, it's not like that. It's a normal home remedies and all. We all homemaker and mother. We have that knowledge, home remedies knowledge from
Yes.
our granny and mother-in-law, mother. So we all have this knowledge. And I also believe in home remedies most of the time. And I do this thing because like allopathic medicine is different. And if we go through the homeopathic medicine, so we all know that it takes time to give
Take-
result.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes, ma'am. So it's
Yeah.
not like that. You have like a well-versed personality and you have more experience than me.
No, when
Really.
you said me, na, you gave your introduction. I was thinking what I was telling in front of a person who
Oh,
is
ma'am. No, no, it's not. I never think like this. Although I feel ecstatic to connect with you. And
yeah.
your way of speaking, you're like just, a gregarious personality. You open up with like great happiness to any other person. I have gone your channel, and I have seen your videos and seen your videos. Really, I felt joyous. No, like you are some people, they are very frantic, like not happiness in the nature. They seem to be very happy and they're connecting with them also get motivated. So you are also kind of those people, ma'am.
Thank you. Actually,
That's
I can't start whenever having a conversation, I always try to be professional. Like I have seen some people, they are asking just they are taking an interview. I try to be, but I'm not that kind of
but I
person.
don't like that professionality. Really, I feel the conversation should be friendly, like how we
Yeah.
can talk with our friends, we chit chat with our friends. So I like those kind of conversation a lot. Although
Yeah.
I also make some professional type of a conversation with many people, but the vibes don't match with each and every person. Some people
Yeah.
they are kind of serious, and at that time we also have to pretend like a serious person.
Yeah. If
Yes,
we are
ma'am.
why we are learning the actual motto, if you are a professional, then you should go with the professionalism. It is very much required. It is a demand of your job. But like I am a housewife, I'm just learning this language to tackle the society, to enhance my communication, and so that I can talk in the PTM. I can ask any question. So that is the only reason. For that we need a day-to-day conversation. We
Exactly,
can't
ma'am.
go with the repetitive question. Like every time we can't go how to learn English, where you get the knowledge of English. Yes, sometimes it is very much required if you get connected with a person that is highly qualified and he has done something good in his field. So we should get the idea how we can
Hmm.
modify ourselves, how can we upgrade. So that is important. But the general conversation, it should be like that.
Exactly, ma'am. Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, one thing I have discerned whenever we go outside, especially just you told me about the PTM. So at that
Yeah.
time, the people focus on the fluency, like how fluent the other person. If you have any conversation, at that time, hardly people focus on your accuracy. Like
Yes.
you should be like fluent in your flow. You should tell everything. Like
Yeah.
there is no any kind of disturbance or obstacle during your conversation. So at
Yeah.
that time, I feel that fluency matters a lot rather than accuracy. If you go outside.
Yeah, but if you are in beginning stage, I would prefer, because I have faced this issue. I make mistake most of the time in the minuscule thing like singular, plural, he and she. I used to make a lot of mistakes. Now I'm trying to rectify them. I'm working on that. But it's become difficult for you once you get the fluency to overcome.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I
So
apprehend this thing
yeah.
totally
So
because
if you are
initially at a beginning stage we should try to focus on the right path. If we once we get habituated, then it's quite difficult to exterminate from our conversation. Correct.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
agree.
earlier, what is what? I just wanted to talk. And I just wanted to explain
Hmm.
myself. I did that time. I didn't realize that I'm making such a silly mistake. It's not like I
Okay.
don't know. But
Hmm.
when you get connected with a people who is well versed, who is good, that time you realize, inwardly you think you are not showing in your face, but inwardly you're saying, "Oh my God, I made such silly mistake." And when you listen your recording, so we
Yes.
got to
Yes.
most of the
Hmm.
time, okay, this much mistakes I was doing. So it's not like that we should not talk. We should talk, but if you are a beginner, try to go slow. Try to not to do make mistakes, silly mistake. If you
I,
don't
I
get
what I feel, ma'am, what I feel, the accuracy is the first step. Then second, fluency and implementation of new vocabulary, idiom, phrases that are the last third part, which
last
learner can
yes,
implement. Yes.
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 Accuracy is not कि you should more give that much focus. No,
Huh? That
I will
100% is not learning.
yeah not possible. But if you are initial state, try to not make such mistake because it will pay. It will be give you pain. Like I am facing the things. I don't want
Hmm.
to hide it. I'm accepting it, and we are learner. Everyone is learner here, so there is nothing to hide.
Because
Yeah,
my motive is that to be a fluent and proficient speaker with the accuracy also. So for that, definitely I have to check my video recording again during the editing part. So at that time, I got to know, okay, these kind of mistakes I make, and here I need to do work on it. And next time I try to improve it, ameliorate it.
so how you vocab during your conversation as you are using many new words, we are quite new, people know these words but they don't use it. Okay, so how do you calculate, what do you put extra effort during your
No,
conversation?
ma'am. Just I focus is that I try to remove the common words with the synonyms. If
Because
any vocabulary, we all know that any vocabulary have the like has the synonym 4 to 5 or 6, 7 synonym. So
every
the
book.
synonym which I feel ki, okay, it's adorable, it sounds good. I take that those synonyms and 3, 4 synonym, and whenever I have a conversation, I try not to use common words. Only
Yes.
this thing I keep in my mind, and according to that I
Yeah,
work.
this is the right approach. Most of the people who are good at they will always say if you want to be sound native and if you want to sound little bit advanced, so this is the only way. Try to replace. Try to
Yes.
replace a common word with some new word, and it should not be that tough that you are not able to
With
pronunciate
the
it.
lots of questions regarding the confidence, and as you mentioned that you are a team leader, so I had few questions regarding that you're team leader, but we started talking on the different things. But really, I enjoy the conversation when we share the idea with each other. It was really wonderful session with you, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Nice talking to you. Same here. We will talk again. Our path will cross again. I hope so. Okay. Okay,
Sure,
bye.
ma'am. Sure, sure. Certainly. Okay. Bye bye.